Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Welcome to the practical English learning program again. Today we work on adverb clause of cause and effect or reason and result. I want you to pay close attention to my examples. Because I didn't have enough money, I couldn't go to Mazar-e Sharif last year. Since I didn't have enough money, I couldn't go to Mazar-e Sharif last year. As I didn't have enough money, I could not go to Mazar-e Sharif last year. As long as I didn't have enough money, I could not go to Mazar-e Sharif last year. So long as I didn't have enough money, I could not go to Mazar-e Sharif last year. Because of not having enough money, or due to not having enough money, I could not go to Mazar-e Sharif last year. See, actually I wanted to go there because it was New Year, right? It's being celebrated there, right? I wanted to go to Sakhisa's shrine and enjoy my time over there, but I could not go there because of not having money. Due to the fact that I didn't have enough money, because of the fact that I didn't have enough money, I could not go to Mazar-e Sharif. Now listen carefully. I didn't have enough money, therefore I couldn't go to Mazar-e Sharif. I didn't have enough money, consequently I could not go to Mazar-e Sharif. I didn't have enough money, thus I could not go to Mazar-e Sharif. I did not have enough money, I therefore couldn't go to Mazar-e Sharif. I did not have enough money, I couldn't go to Mazar-e Sharif, therefore. Transitional words. What did you notice in these examples? Cause and effect. Why couldn't I go to Mazar-e Sharif? Because I didn't have enough money, okay? So not having enough money, cause, okay? And the fact that I could not go to Mazar-e Sharif is the effect. Cause and effect, or reason and result. So I did not have enough money, that was the reason. I could not go to Mazar-e Sharif, that was the result. So adverb clause of cause and effect or reason and result. These words, as I've told you before, these words, which could be in general called connectors, linkers, or adverb clause words. So now up to here, these are conjunctions: because, since, now that, as long as, so long as, inasmuch as. These are conjunctions. Due to and because of, these two are prepositions, okay? And therefore, consequently, and even there's one more word, thus, okay? These are transitions. All of these words are used for the same purpose, okay? They have the same meanings. But the usage of these words, the usages of these words are different, okay? Conjunctions are used in one way. They should be followed by subject plus verb. Prepositions are used in another way. They should be followed by object nouns or object pronouns. And transitions are used in 5 different ways. In how many ways? In 5. All transitions in English language are used in 5 different ways in written English and 3 ways in spoken English. Okay? So now I'm going to explain, these examples. But keep in mind that all of these words mean because. Okay? If I tell you, for example, as long as I was sick yesterday, I went to a hospital. Now the question is, why did I go to a hospital? Because I was sick. The answer will be with yes. As I was sick yesterday, I went to a hospital. Why did I go to a hospital? Because I was sick, right? As long as, so long as, since, okay, because. And now, using transitions, that's different. Using prepositions, that's different, okay? So look at the first example. Because he was sick yesterday. Look, since he was sick yesterday, as he was sick yesterday, as long as he was sick yesterday, so long as he was sick yesterday. I'm not going to use inasmuch as because that's a very formal word. If the idea in your sentence is a formal idea, you may use inasmuch as. Okay? Otherwise, you can use the rest of these conjunctions. Understood? And there's an example for that word as well. So, because he was sick yesterday, look, it's a conjunction is followed by subject plus verb form. Okay? And it's a clause, and then you have the next clause, and there's a comma in the middle of your sentence because the adverb clause comes first, so you need a comma in the middle. This is the structure, okay? So he couldn't go to school. Now the question is that why couldn't he go to school? Because he was sick yesterday. So he was sick yesterday is the cause, or was the cause, right? And he could not go to school. That is the result of that cause, effect, sorry. Okay? But if you said this way, this was the reason, and that was the result of this reason. So cause and effect, or reason and result. Understood? Look at the second example. Now that you study hard, you will improve your English a lot. Why will you improve your English a lot? Because you study hard now. So again, if you ask question, okay, the answer will be with because. Because all of these words mean because, okay? All of these words are used to show cause and effect or reason and result. Understood? Okay, in as much as our country is not secure, our economy does not improve. Look, we use in as much as in somehow formal English. And what's the difference between a formal statement and informal statement? If the idea in a sentence or in a statement is related to something personal, okay, so that is considered to be informal. That sentence is informal. If the idea in a sentence is related to something general, like public, like a government, like, a society, for example, okay, a system, a company, or something like that, then it is considered to be formal or academic, okay, or formal. So the conjunction in as much as is commonly used in somehow more formal sentences. Understood? Got it? Okay. Now look, due to or because of. Now these two are prepositions. And prepositions cannot be followed by subject plus verb. Understood? So we cannot say due to it was raining or because of it was raining. We cannot bring a clause. We cannot bring the pair of subject and verb. Understood? So because of the rain, see, and there's a comma, and after comma you have the next clause, right? So now because of the rain or due to the rain, it's a phrase, it's a prepositional phrase, it's not a clause, okay? It cannot be followed by subject plus verb. The rain, the noun rain functions here as object of preposition. And what's the difference between these two prepositions? Due to is more formal and because of is not very formal. Understood? Yeah, that's the difference. And now look at the transitions. As I mentioned that before, in written English, you can use transitions in in 5 ways. But in spoken English, in 3 ways. She was sick. Okay, the reason is in the first sentence. The cause is in the first sentence. Transitions cannot be used in your first sentence or in your first clause. Okay, transitions are always used in the second sentence. Look, the difference between transitions and conjunctions. Conjunctions are used to combine words, phrases, and clauses. But transitions are used to combine ideas between 2 sentences and paragraphs. Understood? Without knowing how to use transitions correctly, you cannot deal with TOEFL IBT exam. You cannot deal with IELTS exam. Understood? If your purpose is academic, and you want to get a high score on TOEFL exam or IELTS exam, you have to know advanced grammar. You have to know grammar in a practical way. So now look, one way, you stop the first sentence and you use the transition at the beginning of your second sentence, and it should be followed by a comma. Okay, so you have to capitalize it because there's a full stop. Okay. So your transitional word has to be capitalized at the beginning of your next sentence. She was sick, therefore she did not go to school yesterday, or consequently she did not go to school yesterday. The difference between therefore and consequently. Consequently is more formal than therefore. Therefore is very, very common in spoken English. Consequently could be used in somehow academic English. Got the point? Okay. Now, the second way in written English, she was sick. Subject, then comma, then transitional word, then comma, and then the verb form. Your transitional word can be used between the subject and the verb form of your second sentence. She therefore did not go to school yesterday, or she consequently did not go to school yesterday, or she thus did not go to school yesterday. That's the second way, okay? And the third way, you start the first sentence, okay, with a period, with a full stop, and you write the second sentence completely, and you use transitional word at the end of your second sentence, and it should be preceded by a comma. There should be a comma before your transitional word. Understood? So now these three ways, in spoken English, you can differentiate them, right? Because transition is used at the beginning of your second sentence, and transitional word is used, between the subject and verb form in your second sentence, and the transitional word is used at the end of your second sentence. But in written English, there are 5 ways. Let me tell you this. Instead of this full stop, if you use a comma, okay, it's also correct, but do not capitalize the transitional word. Why? Because you don't have a full stop here. So it's just like one sentence, 2 clauses inside one sentence. Understood? If you use full stop here, you should capitalize, the following word, the transition, right? But if you use comma, you don't have to capitalize, the following word, the transitional word. Understood? Yes. Got it? And if you use semicolon again, which is, I think, more, according to I'm just guessing, okay? I think it's more common in British English. This case, using semicolon, okay? And using comma in both American and British English. Understood? So now there are 5 ways. Look, you finish the first sentence, use a comma, and you don't capitalize the transitional word, and then you just continue the sentence, right? Okay, you finish the first sentence, okay, use semicolon instead of comma, okay? So 2 ways, right? Or you stop it with a full stop, and you capitalize the transitional word, understood? Okay, so this is the 3rd way. And you use transitional word between the subject and verb form, so this is the 4th way. Or you use transitional word at the end of your, second sentence, and that is the 5th way in written English. So how many ways for all transitional words in English language? In written English, 5 ways. In spoken English, 3 ways. You can use all of your transitional words in these 3 ways. Okay? Again, there's cause, she was sick. There's effect, she didn't go to school. Okay? So adverb clause of cause and effect is a group of words which has a subject and main verb and shows the result, okay, of a reason in its main clause, or shows the effect of a cause in its main clause. Understood? I've told you this many times, that learn how to use something. And once you learn how to use something, you should be able to make your own definition. Understood? Why? Because you go and you read one book, okay, one type of definition. You read another book, another type of definition. Words are different. Purpose is the same purpose, okay? If you know how to use something, you should be able to define it, okay? So you don't have to go and, find definitions in books and then memorize them. When it comes to grammar, try to focus on structures and usages a lot. Understood? Unless you want to be an English teacher. If you want to be an English teacher, yes, you should memorize other definitions too, or you should try to make your own definitions, for if you know how to use something, okay, you should be able to define it. Understood? Anyways, now I'll give you some more examples, okay, and then it will be your turn to make examples. Got it? Any questions? Feel free, it's just an actual class, right? If you got any question, feel free to ask your question.
So the cause must be in the past time, sir?
No, you tense? You mean tense?
Yeah.
No. You can use different tenses in your complex sentences, okay? For example, look, so because he was sick, simple past tense, he couldn't go to school. You can say, because I'm sick, I won't be able to go to school tomorrow because I'm sick. Now, the cause I'm sick is in simple present tense. Okay? Because I have been in pain since morning. Because I have been in pain since morning. I don't know, how to teach your class. Okay, look, which tense? Present perfect tense. Because I've been in pain. So that doesn't matter, okay? Remember, in adverb clause of time, no future tense. I told you, remember the day before yesterday, right? So since there, had a different meaning from that time up to now, but here since means because. You see that? And as long as, so long as, during all that time, right? But here, as long as means because, so long as means because, okay? As, in adverb clause of time, while, but here, as means because, okay? All of these words mean because, okay? Got the point? Okay, let me give you some more examples. And pay attention, when I'm giving you an example with a conjunction, then I'll be using preposition in the same example, and I want you to pay close attention, and then I'll be using transition in the same example. Understood? Okay? Expressing the same idea in 3 ways. In how many ways? In 3 ways. Okay? Using conjunction, using preposition, using transition. Okay? Because the road was blocked, I couldn't get to my classroom on time. Since the road was blocked, I couldn't get to my classroom on time. And you can use the other conjunctions, okay? Due to the fact that the road was blocked, I could not get to my classroom on time. Or because of the fact that the road was blocked, I could not get to my class on time, okay? The road was blocked, therefore or consequently, I could not get to my class on time. The road was blocked. I therefore could not get to my class on time. The road was blocked. I couldn't get to my class on time, therefore or consequently. So the 3 ways in spoken English, right? Okay. He will not get the passing score on his final exam because he doesn't study hard. Look, he will not get the passing score on his final exam because he doesn't study hard. Okay? Because he doesn't study hard, he will not get the passing score on his final exam. Since he doesn't study hard, he will not get, the passing score on his final exam. Due to not studying hard, because of not studying hard, okay? Not studying hard is what? Gerund phrase. The gerund phrase functions as the object of preposition, okay? Yeah, it functions as a noun, so that noun functions as object of preposition here. So because of not studying hard, he will not get the passing score on his final exam, okay? He doesn't study hard. He doesn't study hard. Consequently, he will not get the passing score on his final exam. He doesn't study hard. He consequently will not get the passing score on his final exam. He doesn't study hard. He will not get the passing score on his final exam consequently. So the 3 ways of using transitional words, okay, in spoken English. Okay, yes, can you make examples now? Okay, yep.
Now that you're in Bomian, you must absolutely see when they are meeting.
Yeah, you should absolutely, see, or you must see, yep.
Due to the rain, the play had stopped.
Due to the rain,
The play had stopped.
the play had stopped, or the match, or, that's fine,
Because of bomb blast, we couldn't come to the class.
Yeah, unfortunately, yep. A few more examples.
Because his father was sick, he didn't come here.
Because his father was sick, he couldn't or he didn't come here. Okay? Because of his father's sickness, he couldn't come to his class, right? His father was sick, consequently, he couldn't come to his class. His father was sick, He therefore couldn't, or he consequently couldn't come to his class. His father was sick, he couldn't come to his class, consequently or therefore. Yep. Yep.
Because the exam was hard, he couldn't get
A high score. Because the exam was hard, or because the exam was difficult, he couldn't get a high score. Yep. Yep.
Because of not having my certificate, I can't join the training class.
Because of not having my certificate, I can't join the training class. Perfect.
I was in the mosque, therefore I couldn't answer your call.
Yes, wonderful. Or I was praying, therefore I could not answer your call. Perfect.
Now that we're in the home stretch of Step 4, we should make our own presentations.
Perfect. Yes, you got to make your own presentations and present them.
Due to the lack of education, we face with lots of problems.
Yeah, we face a lot of problems or lots of problems. Hold on. Look, if you use face in active form, so you do not use any preposition, we face a lot of problems, or we faced a lot of problems. If you use it in passive form, then you use a preposition with. It's something new, right? Okay, so I was faced with a problem. We were faced with some problems. Understood? In passive form, you use with, preposition with, okay? With the verb face. In active form, you do not use any preposition because the verb face functions as transitive verb, as a transitive verb. So it doesn't need any preposition in active form. Yep.
Because of war, our country couldn't improve a lot.
Perfect.
Now that I complete 1,000 subscribers, my channel will monetize.
Yeah, will be monetized. Okay, in as much as I told you, if the idea in your sentence is formal, you can use in as much as, okay? In as much as the peace negotiation is going on in Doha, all Afghans hope to have a great future. So the idea in this sentence is not related to something personal, like something's going on between two friends or like among a group of people, something. So the idea is related to the entire country. So it is considered to be a formal statement. Understood? So in as much as is used in very formal English, in very academic English. Yeah, a few more examples and then we'll be done. Yep.
Due to our teacher's dedication, therefore we are here.
Yeah, due to our teacher's dedication, we are here. Okay, don't use therefore because, yeah, we are here. Therefore, we should try to improve our English. We are here. We therefore should try to improve our English. We're here. We should improve our English. Therefore, okay. Any questions at the end of the class? Okay, so have a great time. We're done with today's lesson. Bye-bye.